Let's assume we want to retire next year and receive a payment of $150,000, which is going to include the tax. Every year after that, we want this payment to increase by 3% to take into account inflation. How much money would we need today, known as the present value, knowing that we are going to invest this amount of money and it's going to gain 8% of interest for 30 years and it's going to pay on periods of once per year? Let's calculate our present value, or how much money we need today. For this, we use the following equation, where we select a payment of $150,000 and we divide this by the rate, which is divided by the number of periods. In this case, it's 1. And we subtract it by the growth divided by the number of periods. We're going to close the parentheses here. We're also going to multiply this by 1 minus, and again we're going to open the parentheses, and on the top we have 1 plus the growth divided by the number of periods, and then we're going to divide this by 1 plus the rate divided by the number of periods. We're going to close the parentheses, and we're going to raise this to the number of periods multiplied by the number of years. Let's make sure that these values are within a parentheses. So let's adjust for that. What this is saying is that we need a little bit over $2 million today invested at an 8% growth rate to be able to extract this amount of money. In this table on the left, we have all the years from 1 to 30. And we're going to determine the payment. On year 1, we will receive a payment of $150,000. On the next year, we will receive those same $150,000 with an increase of 3% for inflation. So every year, we're going to increase that by 3%. Our return today is our present value. So today we have over $2 million. Now these $2 million are going to increase by 8% due to the interest of the investment. So we're going to make the interest of 8% an absolute reference. The return after year 1 is the previous year plus the interest minus the payment. Now we're going to copy this all the way down, and we can see that for all the years we are increasing our interest by 8% and our payment by 3%. At the end of year 30, we are left with exactly $0. And our last payment on the last year is going to be over $350,000. Here on the right, we can graph this from year 0 to year 30, and we can see how our investment grows and then it gets reduced to exactly $0.